we want to share with you something we've not done before. And that is that there is a great war which is coming, and very many of you already are convinced that that war is coming. And it will be the great war prophesied by our Prophet ﷺ. In this hadith, for example, which offers a timeline of events of Akhirul Zaman, I have quoted this hadith so many times that you are already familiar with it. I don't need to quote the Arabic anymore. That he said to his companion Mu'az ibn Jabal radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he said that when Jerusalem is center stage in the world, at that time Medina would be in full-on desolation. I'm giving you the meaning of the Arabic text, not the exact translation. And when Medina is playing no role at all in world affairs, at that time the great war will take place. He calls it the Malhama. And we know from another hadith that 99 out of every 100 who fight in that war would be killed, and hence it has to be a war using weapons of mass destruction to kill 99% of combatants. There's never been a war like that in all of history. The Malhama has not as yet taken place. The Christians and the Jews call it Armageddon. And Armageddon has not as yet taken place. The only people who believe that the Great War has already taken place are people who should buy a ticket to Disneyland. Then he said that when the Great War takes place, and it kills 99% of combatants, he says, the next event after that, in one hadith after 7 months, the other hadith says after 7 years, we don't know which one is correct, that the next event after that would be the Fathul Constantinia, the conquest of Constantinople. And one of the reasons why the name Constantinople has now disappeared from language, the name Constantinople has now been consigned to the museums of history, is because of this prophecy, so that people would not remember, be conscious of the fact that there is a conquest of Constantinople coming. They change the name and they use an old name of Istanbul, but that will not help them, because the name Constantinople is now coming back. I am doing some of the work to restore that name. So my analysis, and you may differ with me, my analysis is it is more likely than not they would want to provoke the war with Russia. Of course, they don't want to take the blame for the war. So they'll provoke the war with Russia sometime during this presidency of Joe Biden. If I am correct, you have very few years left before the Great War takes place. I hope I am wrong. Let me say that again. I hope I am wrong, but if I am right, then this is the situation that we face. Within a few years, the Great War may take place. And if the Great War takes place, what will Turkey do? Because remember, the event which follows the Great War is connected with Turkey, the conquest of Constantinople. My analysis that when the Great War takes place, Turkey will fight faithfully with Nato. If I am wrong, I am saying to you, come forward and correct me. Challenge me if you wish to, because this is the time that come for the truth to be proclaimed. We don't have time anymore for wish-washing. We are now at a strategically located moment in history, and this is the time for the voice of truth to be proclaimed fearlessly and loudly koi parwa nahi. So I am confident in my analysis that I am correct, that in that war which is coming, Turkey will fight with NATO against Russia. Good. What will be the consequence for Turkey? Answer: Turkey will be destroyed. Turkey cannot stand up to Russia. NATO will be defeated. If NATO will be defeated, and this is Surah Rahman of the Quran, Surah Rahman of the Quran, سَنَفْرُغُ لَكُمْ أَيُّهَا الثَّقَلَانِ, I'm going to deal with you, says Allah in the Quran, both of you laden with sin. So that's what's going to happen in the Great War. Allah will intervene in this Great War. And a Russia which is returning to her Orthodox Christian heart, and a Russia which is sincerely trying to follow Jesus, Nabi Isa alayhi salam, will be helped by Allah, because Allah promised them 2 victories. He says that in Surah Rum, supreme knowledge, supreme truth, absolute truth is in the Quran, and I'm inviting them to the Quran. I'm teaching the Quran to them, but they would not listen. That's their arrogance. Truth in the Quran will prevail. Allah has promised 2 victories to Rum, whether they like it or they don't. Allah has promised 2 victories to Rum. This is my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. You should only accept my opinion when you're convinced that I am correct. I don't want brainwash people following me and students. I don't want that. I want those who follow me, I want them to be critical thinkers, like I was with my teacher. Russia will defeat NATO in this World War which is coming. And that victory of Russia would be the second victory of Rome that Allah speaks of in the Quran.